That. Yes, you are, Pedro. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to DYOR Live here on the DYOR Media Network. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking, here in the digital media world. So glad to be hosting another episode of this great show, DYOR Live, here on the DYOR Media Network. That's right. It's a new week, new stuff, new things going on, new projects going on, new memes. It's Meme Coin Monday, October 21st, 2024. Pedro, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, the good-looking man with the long hair, Pedro Garcia.
What is up, my peoples? It is good to have every one of you here, as always. I think you guys are amazing. You all know that. One thing I want to say, this weekend was a really unique weekend for me. How was your weekend?
It was fantastic. It was a great weekend. Weather was good here. I'm in Ottawa, Kanukistan right now. For those of you not acquainted with the show, it's in Canada. And Pedro, let me tell you what's going on in Canada. And the reason why I'm not in my Striking Balls t-shirt, I'm in a suit here today. I actually have a suit on, took the jacket off to be a little less formal on the show.
I can see.
Small Business Week here in Canada. And I went, Mrs. Striking here, had a reception this morning for one of her clients. Celebrating entrepreneurs. It was funded by Amazon and sponsored by them. And Mrs. Striking's company does work here in the capital, does a good job. And I went to it and made some good connections, including with the El Salvador government, Pedro.
Wait,
and
what?
I met the ambassador to El Salvador here, and he's was so kind to say we'll put you in touch with the people that handle our media affairs to talk about Bitcoin and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll have some actual guests on the show in the future about that. But as you know, that's a long and arduous process. But it was a good connection to be made on Small Business Week. After all, crypto projects and everyone here is a small business. Yeah. Generally, every crypto project is small business, and really every trader is what?
Small business.
Small business, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Anyway, Pedro, how was your weekend?
It was really unique, man. It was really unique.
It was unique.
Yeah. I found this community of traders and just watching them with this high mentality of just finding little gems and then seeing them pump like, 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, and some of them were much higher than that. And just watching them, just these guys trade this in the meme-ish way was absolutely epic. And so it's like I gotta sit there and be like, dang, man, like that's what's up. It looked like everybody is just hitting
D Renan 91 or Dr. Enon, I don't know how you say that, but thanks for joining the show. What's up, people? Thanks for joining us. Favor says hello, welcome back to the show. Arsenio Hall,
what up,
Bobby's in the house. Kitten with hat. KWIF is a big one right now.
Oh yes, Quitting with hat. What's up, guys?
As always, the hardest working man in crypto, AI Alpha Wolf, is in the house. Doctor in garb, I think he meant to say grab. Doctor is in. Grab a bag of Ethereum, ETH. While the dev is working on the wallet droppers, we are finally at our bottom, working our way back up in time. That's the contract address. He's a trusted guy here. AI Wolf is. What he posts is okay.
Yep.
Can't post links in the chats, ladies and gentlemen, but you can post a contract address. If you see a bogus one, we'll just ban you.
Don't be a jerk. Be cool to people. Be nice.
The best part about KWIF is the family vibes in the community. Well, thanks for joining us, community. If you post it in your TG and get everyone to show up, we'd really appreciate it. We'll talk about it more. One of our show regulars, Derek B. Kaching, shows up. Kaching! Thanks for joining us.
Kaching?
Crypto Mel Gibson in the house.
Oh yeah, we got
what an awesome
Mel
profile
Gibson,
picture
baby.
that is.
That is so awesome, dude. I love it.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, legit. Dreon, we got Drano. Is that Drano? Drano is in that. Oh, dang! I gotta put my glasses on.
Pedro needs his glasses. Jeff Ledger in the house for GINU. GINU gas station boner pill.
Boner
in
pills in the house. What's
I know it's Meme Coin Monday.
Yes.
And I'm wearing a suit, so the dichotomy is a little bit strange here today, Pedro.
Absolutely.
All right, maybe the irony.
Weird.
Maybe the juxtaposition. I don't even know the right word, but it is Meme Coin Monday.
Did you just say irony? Like meme? Or irony?
Boo.
Dad joke, dude. Total dad joke.
And anyway, the GINU guys have been good to us by bringing viewers to the show. So
Absolutely.
they contacted me and said, "Hey, how about an appearance on the show?" And I said, "All right, we'll give you a few minutes to talk about your project here for bringing us some viewers."
Sorry,
We're not doing that yet. We got a bunch to talk about first.
Okay, yeah, but listen, all you guys, listen, we're a small channel. We talk about real things. We talk about politics. We talk about war. We talk about the market and really the movements of it. And so if you guys could do us a favor, because we talk about these real things, the algorithm never likes us, so they don't push us out. So we need you guys to actually help us out and hit that send button, that like button, send us to your preferred social media platforms and the ones you don't prefer. Either way, that will help us out. Also, when you do it, please send us to the, if you send us to the Zuckerberg and or to the Musk platform, do us a favor and go ahead and make a comment on it saying, these guys are crazy, they're retardio, they're absolutely insanity-o. And
we need to shill this show and channel just as much as you guys need to shill your meme coin, because that's we all know it's power of community and word of the mouth. That's how it works. So
and it just helps us out.
For everyone that's watching, thanks a lot. We just for you new people watching today, I see there's a bunch of people in the house. We're an online daily talk show that talks about crypto, policy, regulation. Mondays is usually meme coin reviews, just because it's a good alliteration. Monday meme coin. Technical Tuesdays, Pedro goes over charts at the top tokens and coins and whatever anyone else wants to talk about. And we just have a good old technical analysis discussion. Wednesdays is kind of Wednesdays whatever. We talk about whatever the news of the day is. Thursday is usually a guest day or potluck day. And Fridays we do an X Spaces, in which we the viewers here participate via comment. On Fridays, the viewers participate by voice too, and we have a good time with that. And we have a lot going on our channel. On our channel, we have other podcasts. We have the Crypto Swamp Creatures for those of you more that like people in ties and like people from Washington, D.C. We have Chris Alexander and Justin Wallin, who do a Washington, D.C. think tank, wonk, 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 talk about policy and regulation. New episode dropping this Thursday.
And funny.
And funny. And then we have a couple other things going on. And also next week, we're going to be debuting a new podcast about the legal aspects of crypto. That's going to be sponsored by or run by the Legal Blockchain Institute, run by Jacqueline Cooper, also in Washington, D.C. and Maryland. But I know all of you people who don't want to hear anything about that right now. You just want to hear about how fat your bags are going to get today. And we're going to start off that. We always do a review of Bitcoin at the beginning of the show. So Pedro, take us into a Bitcoin here.
Bitcoin BTC, aka Mr. Beast, aka Swifty.
These are our guests. They'll be on in a few minutes.
What's up, guys? AKA No Diddy. What else is trending? Dude, these kids are crazy, man, with all their fun stuff. But long story short, let's check out Bitcoin as we move forward here. AKA Shiba Inu, the Shiba Army, and all the Shiba. So let's move forward. Sorry, guys, just kind of being funny here, trying to be. Probably not. Okay, so here we go. It's all good. All right.
A lot of times our humor works. A lot of time it doesn't.
Yes, it's a hit and miss. It's like batter swing. Okay, we missed that one. Okay, come on, Smalls. Get focused here. Okay, you're killing me, Smalls. If anybody even knows that cult classic movie, it's the epic. It's so dope. Dude, your background, that's not a background. I thought that was a background, bro. The woods are absolutely gorgeous. That means
no one else can see that, Pedro.
I know. I'm letting you know. I mean, it's gorgeous, bro. Gorgeous. You're definitely in the Northeast. I can see it. All right, let's move forward. Okay, so here's been the king. We've been talking about Bitcoin here, and we've been, like I've said,
hold on, Pedro. We got a break in the breaking news already. Kenny D. KWIF is life's biggest cult ever with a super chat. Thank you, Kenny D. As I always say to people, we appreciate the super chats. Every super chat that YouTube actually sends our way goes to just buying beer and getting us close to that vacation in Ibiza. No, I'm kidding. It goes to promote the show and help bring you guys a better experience for watching the show and all that. So thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Normally I have these bells and whistles and stuff, but my computer's on the edge of exploding. And so if I launch the sound effects program, The whole thing goes bzzz. But thank you, Kenny D. We'll talk about KWIF in a little bit, and we'll bring their chart up also.
Also, guys, bring in the community, okay? And we'll talk about some of the dope stuff too as well. Infinity is in the house. Infinion, Mr. Infinion, is in the house. Mr. Mike, good to have you. The Cryptonaut.
Mike, the Cryptonaut from the Infinion project.
Yep.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mike. Coming to us from somewhere in Europe.
Mr. Europe. All right, guys. So let's get into a little bit of Bitcoin here with the TA. So we've talked about this, right? Like I didn't know because we're anywhere. Last week we talked about that. I'm expecting a drop. I want to believe that we're going to keep moving forward here. This was super important, right? Like I've made it very clear, but I couldn't get behind this rally because of the actual volume that's coming in, and I said, you know what? It's all going to be what's going to happen with this test here. Okay, we talked about it. I said it's got to come down, and we've got to see a test. I said we got two areas that we could see it turn around from. Right, one was this level here where we talked about. There was another one down here that we got blown through. I think it was like right here. It came down and it just blew through it. Found support here, and I talked about how this was a weak area. We should have sold through this, right? This area between that 60,435 to the 59,000. But it actually found support, which just blew me away. I was like, what? So I said, once we saw the 8 and 20 crossover to the upside where that 8 gets above, I said, okay, well, I've got to be bullish small term or short term here, because again, if the market, remember, the market is always right. We're never right. Okay. I'm a small trader. Even if I have, let's say, $1 billion to trade. Okay. I'm still a small trader in relationship to literally Goldman Sachs, in relationship to our good old friend Larry Fink over there, right? Shout out to Larry who told me some dope stuff. What? And the reality is I don't have $1 trillion, right? I don't got capital just to move around because I'm dope like that, right? And I want to crush somebody if they annoy me, right? Small countries that decide they want to poke at the BlackRock back there. So because we don't, I have to be smart. The market moves, I go move with it. Okay, it's boom. It's like a dance, but it's always leading me, right? Boom. So in the same sense, that's what I'm looking at. The market did hit our area, right? I talked about this area between that 70,162 to the 68,900. We did come up into this area. We're now seeing a sell-off. We're testing that 8-period moving average, and it all depends on how much volume is going to come into this. Okay, if we start to see volume step in, then I'm expecting to see is kind of do a good little sell-off back and down into this area here of that 56,000-ish area, where I've been talking about, at least coming back down to that. If we do, what we want to do is we want to be looking to trade this on the smaller time frames, and this is what we're going to be looking for. We want to see a good cross from that 8 and 20 on that 4-hour that we're seeing. This is what we call a bearish cross. Okay, so that 8 and 20 is already starting here, and I want to see is come up, tap, tap, tap-a-roo if this hits, and then we'll be looking, and we'll probably do a little sell-off and then come back up and tap up into this area. We do have a pullback area down that we've been looking at, which is that 65,000 to 25. Excuse me, 65 to 25 to the 64. 829 area. So that's this area right here. And then if you put on the 4-hour chart a 100 period moving average, you'll see that it's also sitting right there on that level. So it's one of those things we're looking to do to capture a little bit of alpha as the market rips, if it does decide it wants to rip up. But this is all depending. We're testing now that 8-period moving average on the daily that we've been talking about here, right? And I've been waiting for to see what's going to happen, right? We saw as we saw the expansion candle come up, we've been watching the other sister candles basically go through and get smaller and smaller. So it's one of those things that I have to pay attention to as the market is moving. So in a nutshell, it's again, which I talked about last week, is kind of a wait and see what's going to happen. We can capture little small profits, but we're not, once the market really starts to pick up, we can really see it get going again. I was actually listening to the Jake Gagan show, and he was saying, man, I hope it sells off, man. I hope this thing drops. And I was like, shalom, my brother, what up? He was all shouting. Oh, he didn't shout me out, but there's no way he's going to say my name on his show, right? Like, there's just no way. But one of these, maybe he'll be like, shalom, Pedro Garcia, crypto chart analysis. I'm like, que bueno, orale, vato.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the entertainment you get on this show is we get bad accents. And
that's hilarious.
Just wait till I try and speak French. It gets even worse.
Oui.
Pedro, everyone was watching Bitcoin go up last week and really over the weekend, and they thought this is the breakout. The breakout's happening. It's going to hit 70. It's going to hit the resistance at 69.5 or whatever it was at, and then go immediately to $1 million a coin, like just without passing go. And you're a little skeptical about it, and sure enough, today it starts coming back. Was that kind of did it come in right at your area of where you expected it to come back?
Yeah, so we had two areas over the weekend, right? We had already started pushing through this on Tuesday, and I said, guys, look, we're finding some support here, but we should have seen it continue harder. I said, we've got this area, and we talked about this on Friday or on Thursday, where right here, that's what it was. And I said, if we come into this area, which is that 70,162 to the 68,958 area, that there's going to be some resistance there. And there's, and it all depends on how much sell volume we see step in at that level. And so that's basically what we're seeing now.
Well, it happened.
Yep. And it did. But what I want to cue into our viewers, and this is super important, okay? All right, so this is what we call a flip zone. Okay, flip zone was first previous a resistance zone, and then it potentially can become a support zone. All right, so it all depends on who steps in. So you can see that this was a flip zone. It was right here. It was where sellers were sitting in. We saw it come up, tap our area, and then we saw the sell-off. I expected us right here to sell through because it was a weak area. We put a lower high in here. Right, so I said I'm expecting this to go lower, and it did. The problem, no problem. It was just that we found support here,
right?
Okay, that I didn't see happening. So for me, I sat down and I said, okay, we're now continuing up. Now, even into this level right here, because we didn't come with a ton of volume here, yet we had this huge green candle out of the zone. I said it's not real. There's no real money back in. And then right here. Right, we saw it. Then on this day, which was Sunday, we saw lower volume. And granted, it's Sunday, but you forget the institutions are now trading 24/7 as well. So this is why I sat there and I said, all right, well, we're tapping in here. It didn't turn green. I'm expecting this thing to kind of sell off on Monday. And then on Monday, it exploded out from last week and we went up. But again, I talked about if you look at the volume, remember, we looked at the larger scale of things and we looked at the volume sense of from last bull run to this bull run and seeing how like last bull run we had like this amount of volume and this literally this volume this bull run we only had like this amount of volume. So it's one of those things that it's just we're flapping back and forth over here. So for me, I'm sitting there going like, if I'm not seeing real big volume come in and I'm not watching them really trying to push it in a direction, I was skeptical on, is this movement a real movement up? There's no real conviction behind it with big volume that's going to continue this. Okay, so this is where I'm sitting back. I think they want to push it down one more time before Trump wins the actual election. Well, if Trump wins, I don't know, right? But I've talked about this since early April, right? February, March, we were talking about it all depends on if he's going to win or not. And so as we started consolidating back in April, I said, expect to see this.
To our guests, there's a little chat box there where I left some messages there.
And this higher level, that 72,000, that was the 72 to 50,000 area. And sure enough, we just started seeing it consolidate and for basically the full year until we really know if Trump's going to win. And and I said this, if he gets elected, we should see the most epic bull run ever on the face of Bitcoin or just crypto. It will just like scream. It'll be, face melting, moving. Okay. So again, we talked about this and you can see the chart is doing basically what we've been talking about. Okay, so this
Yeah,
is really important. Go ahead.
I've pulled off your screen here, Pedro, just because it's time to
Oh yes.
move along a bit. But before we get into the meme coin part of our show here today and our guests and all the fun stuff, I want to thank everyone watching on X. Thank you very much to the X viewers. Where did that go? More importantly, also the Mike the Cryptonaut dropped us a little love here, as they say, with a €2.
Thank you.
€2 a super chat. Thank you very much, Mike. I think that may be our first euro. No, we've had euros before, but we've been on this roll of Polish zlotys for a while from the GameStop bets guys. Awesome. Thank you very much, Mike. I really appreciate it. It really helps the algorithm know that our viewers care about this channel when you give us all of your hard-earned cash.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I also want to throw this out. We got 29 watching. Again, we're a small show, and we really need this. If you guys could hit that share button and that like button, that helps us out so much. We talk about real issues. We talk about Trump, and I show you in the charts how it's affecting us and where we can actually capitalize on that. So please make it worth mine and Tom, and hit that share button. Also, want to say thank you to Jesus, the Lord and Savior, has risen over here.
Yes.
And we want to shout out
Jesus, one of our loyal viewers. Yes. Pedro's not getting a little crazy on you. Our viewer actually is Jesus, the Lord and Savior. Thank you for joining us, and he's pitching Infineon blockchain.
Yes.
How about that? Sports Center, thanks for joining us from Cat with Hat. What a great story that is. The first beautiful story, first contract ever pushed out on Pump.Fun, and it sat around for months without doing anything, and then just exploded out of nowhere. And I love it. We'll get to that in a little bit. And of course, I want to thank everybody also watching on Rumble. Thank you very much. We've been new to that platform, and because as it's getting closer to the election, well, as you might suspect, if we have a little political talk, it works wonders over there. And our numbers have been great over there, Pedro. We've been starting to get even the days we don't broadcast, we get 70 to 80 views. It's really good for a small channel like us. That's a good thing.
Much. Thank you, guys. If you guys will do us a favor while you're there, if you watch us, sign in, please, and hit that like button. That will let Rumble know that people trouble. Oh, we got trouble right here in Sorry. Okay, my bad.
We're gonna take We're gonna take a quick sponsor break here before we get to our boner guests.
I mean, the owner.
The algorithm or the transcript for YouTube is going to be all over the place on this one. But anyway, right below me, there's a QR code. Pedro and I, we do what's called edutainment. We educate people by entertainment here. We use humor and all that. And we have a lot of new people that watch. I realize a lot of you guys are degens today and are experts at this and run bots that steal all the rest of our money and all that type of stuff. I get that, but we get a lot of new viewers, and they don't understand the process of going long and going short and all that. And so we brought on Essential Exchange as one of our sponsors, and that's BidFi below us. And if you click the link or camera at the links in the description of the show, or use your camera for this QR code, you'll get $100 in USDT to trade. And if you turn that into any profits, you can withdraw that and keep it for yourself. We'd appreciate it. It helps support the channel. We do get small commissions from that. And everyone else that is doing this in YouTube is making a little extra money. And getting you a new account to trade. It's no KYC unless you go into the big money type stuff. And we know the owners of it, or the management of it. We've seen them. We've met them. They sponsored us in Toronto. They've actually given us their money. So that's kind of different in the world. So they're a good group of people if they've put their money behind us, and we'd appreciate if you need some sex on the boner day. See, it's just going there. And yes, Jerry Molinari, I'm all suited up, trying to look impotent. I'm impotent today. Pedro's looking sexy again with those locks. Yep, yeah, we're all over the place here today.
Yes, we are.
But I was at an event this morning that required me to dress properly and all that. Let me do. Thank you for listening to my thing about BidFi. Kenny D coming into the house.
Kenny D, what's up? It's good to
thank
see
you very much for the $20 super chat.
Thank you.
We will, for sure, there's no doubt about that, we're going to go over the KWIF chart here. But first, we're going to get to our guests here who, if our guests are kind of new to the show, and they probably don't get the inside joke, but I have a lot going on here with this virtual studio and guests and links and all this type of stuff, and I frequently have technical problems. So I'm going to press this button and bring them up here and see if it works. Pedro, you won't be on the screen because there's two guests, but I'll bring you on the screen when you have questions.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our guests from GINU, as I say. There we go. Gas Station Boner Inu. Let me hit the unmute button here. Gentlemen, you're unmuted. Make sure you're unmuted on your side. How you guys doing today? Oh,
there we go.
Mute.
Can you guys hear me all right?
We can hear you.
Brother.
Awesome. Good morning, good afternoon, Tom and Pedro. Thank you so much for having us on.
Thanks
Really
for coming.
you're-
Appreciate you.
You're welcome. I'm going to see if I can get the lower thirds correct here.
Let's go.
My system runs about 5 seconds behind with the.
Give it a minute. It's coming.
I got J Crypto here. This way here for me. Oh, you're on mute, J Crypto.
Yeah, you got to mute yourself, brother.
And of course the dev of the whole project that is the lower third didn't even come up. So
Real quick, let me go. Hey, so down at the lower part of your screen, you'll see that little red box right there. You can just unhit that, and you should be good, bud.
yeah, it's like StreamYard or any of these other ones. There's a little microphone on the bottom with the.
Yeah.
They're always he's saying that it's
You might.
Anyway,
Have them come in and
we'll
come
get
out.
to that. We'll see if it works itself out. Sven, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. Sven, really appreciate it. As you title, my system doesn't let me put the word boner in, so it gets the little asterisk there.
Yeah, I was going to ask if we're even allowed to say that. I don't know if we are.
It's too
or not.
late. It's too late. It's Meme Coin Monday. We've got a good crowd anyway and good donations. So we're going to override the this. But first, welcome to the show. J Crypto, I think you got it.
There we go.
All right.
There he is.
All right. We're just going to start off with a basic question here.
Yeah.
What on earth caused you to think this is the way I'm going to do my career in crypto is going to be based on this project? What is it?
So I guess, it was sort of the brainchild of me and a few other investors that were working together on some base projects, like earlier in the summer. And we were all sort of like just tired of the Matt Fury stuff endlessly and the just sticking EI Chinese derivatives at the end of everything. And we were like, look, we gotta come up with a banger on ETH. It's got to check a lot of boxes, right? It's got to catch your eye right off the bat. I think we sort of accomplished that, right?
Most certainly.
A banger,
So
baby.
It's obviously like a very funny spin on the Inu meta, but and then the other thing that's important, is having a narrative that's not time sensitive, that can stand the test of time, and that speaks to the vast majority of people on this planet. So, our narrative is sort of an amalgamation of a few things, but mainly it is a working class middle finger to the elites that mean to rule you and tell you how to act and how to
Shit, I
talk.
better take my tie off here.
And how to raise your kids and just everybody, everybody's sick of it. So we're pretty high on that. And then it's also obviously just like shit, right? Loud cars, just high testosterone type stuff. So it's, I joke around that like we're trying to create a cult, right? And
Yep.
it takes time to do that.
Cars and crypto, that'll do it. I mean, cars are cult-like enough. I spent 27 years in the car business, and I understand it well. And it's definitely cult-like. Why? Well, I drive a Ford. You're a loser. Get out of here. I drive a Chevy. Well, I drive a Chevy. Well, I drive,
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, that's very true. So I think
we
have
get
some,
that.
I think we have some key ingredients, that you need.
So what you're telling me is you put some thought into this. It wasn't just a bunch of you around a whole stack of empty beer cans, and then you wake up and hey, who launched that coin?
Yeah. No, there's definitely some, brainstorming going on for a while, with the thought process behind it. And, we're, like I said, we're starting a cult. It takes time, and everybody knows patience isn't really a thing that exists in this space. So,
No.
We've been grinding our way from, we launched on chef.funds, new launch pad. So we started at a 3K cap, grinded our way up to, I think, a 320K all-time high, I think. Got wrecked pretty hard last week, and now are bouncing back pretty good. I think we're sitting at like 240K, somewhere around there.
Well, if you follow us much, you'll hear me from a fundamental point of view moan and complain about prices dipping. But Pedro, from the technical analysis point of view and the health of a chart, is actually quite fond of pullbacks and sales. And while we know in small communities it's painful, but as you grow, pullbacks are a good thing. It weeds out certain people. It gives volume to the chart and sets you up for a big move to the upside. And hopefully your mere appearance on this show will be a big move to the upside.
I hope so too. I mean, it's honestly part of our ethos as well. Is like, I want to be. Everybody knows. I mean, it's a cesspool out there, right? I mean, TG is just full of alt account dev full teams, just rugging people left and right. So, like, I'm pretty adamant about like being a very public and active dev, not only in the TG but doing Twitter Spaces and shows like this with you guys. And I think it's it's been effective. I mean, and I think our holders have sort of shown that. I mean, again, we're small. We're a small fry right now, but I'm pretty proud. We've gone from one holder to about 175, I think, at the moment. And we're just grinding and trying to do things the right way. And I think that if we do that, I believe our time will come.
All right, Pedro, I'm going to pull you up here and give you the next question on The Price is Right. You're on mute, Pedro.
Yes, Al, I can't hear you.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
there we go.
Then alrighty then.
There he is.
So, quick question for you guys. All right, so with Boner Inu, I can't even say it correctly.
Every time you say that, it makes me laugh.
Man, I think I messed up
gas station.
Time, right? Gas.
You can just say GINU. GINU is the easiest way.
GINU, baby, GINU.
That's it.
With GINU, like actually, what I find very interesting is the idea that how you guys said how the government is just trying to tell us how we're going to raise our kids. And really trying to step into the nuances of our lives and saying this is the new reality. You either take it or you don't, right? And me and Tom have talked about the wokeism ideology that's being shoved down our throat, and really trying to change culture in a sense where it's like from going from very just central conservatism, right, balance and just chill, right, to literally no, we're almost trying to hold you down, right, and what you're going to take. So I love the fact that you are really pushing this narrative like, no, we are our own people, and we're not in America. We're not just going to roll over here and just be like, okay, it's like we have been accustomed to freedom. We've been accustomed to being able to handle things if it was done right, right? Like, you guys know that my childhood and all the stuff that I went through. But in the same sense, right, the fact is that if it's done right and you guys are taking care of your kids and you're loving and you want to be able to, live a life that is worthy here in America. Now, all that was to set up for the question.
Good time to say welcome to our Rumble viewers.
Shout out to viewers. There you go. For your guys' thought process, are you guys going to be giving like any money? Because you guys will be making, if this thing, let's say this thing explodes, right, and starts to do all these amazing things, and you get a huge culture, and now you guys sit on 20, 30 people in your Telegram. On top of that, you become mainstream. What are you looking to really do, like fully with that?
Yeah, we're actually literally just having this conversation today.
Literally.
So we've been sort of a co-sponsor on the Crypto Breakfast Club show with Zach Humphreys and them for a bit. And today's show sort of was speaking about prostate cancer in men. One of the guests actually just got diagnosed with it. It was actually like became a pretty serious conversation for a bit. And so it literally sparked a conversation today within our team about like what, right now, our marketing budget is, I mean, it's a shoestring budget, man. We got to be very smart with every penny that we spend, But yeah, when we have goals to get into the, past the millions, and when we do get there, what kind of things will we be able to do? So, do I have a concrete answer as of this moment? Which direction we're going to go? Will it be sort of a political direction or of a what's the word I'm looking for? Not philosophical, but
philanthropic,
charitable. Yeah. So it's definitely on our radar of something that we want to do. But yeah, as of now, it's like we got to get there kind of first, and that's obviously like top priority at the moment. But yeah,
I think the trick is to get there, and you're really at the starting point here anyway. We've got a long way to go. Like you said, you have an evergreen topic here. It's not newsworthy. I mean, we've seen all the McDonald's Trump meme coins explode out of the deep fryer,
out of nowhere,
and die in the drive-through, as I say.
Yeah.
But it's good to have an evergreen project.
But
Pedro's,
it's something we can still.
it's
something that we can still do, though, even if we don't have a huge marketing wallet for it. Us, a couple of us in our private group, that's part of the team. We actually, I even said, we can still donate something out of our personal wallet on behalf of GINU, just to show that, like, yeah, we're a meme coin. And that's like what we are, we can't, there's no way around it. We are a meme coin, but we are also real people. We know all this stuff actually happens in the real world, and we want to support, awareness for the example of that, prostate cancer. A lot of us are over 40. We have kids, we have wives, we have homes, yeah, exactly, Tom. Like, I mean, I haven't been checked yet. I'm going to be 42, and I should probably go and get that done. You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly. It was like the bell went off, almost as if you're being told, go get yourself checked out, because you never know. Because this guy definitely wasn't expecting it. But just like any other, awareness programs out there, like you were talking about, Pedro, for kids and stuff like that. I would love to be able to do that. Really would. I would love to be able to get us to a point to where we can say, yeah, we donated to such and such, institute or whatever to help, whether it's cancer, whether it's to feed the kids that are in school that can't eat, at home. Just anything of that nature. Yeah, it would be good.
Well, good things to come. But Pedro, I think you're going to talk about the chart. You got to move it over just a bit, Pedro. I think you're going to talk about good things to look about the technical analysis of their chart.
Yeah. So you guys are definitely climbing around. I think we talked about you on Thursday, 21st. On the 21st. Today's a special day, isn't it? All right, so here we go. Checking it out here. I talked about you guys as we were pushing into there that we needed to see some volume step in. And look, this is the part that I do like about it. Is on your red days right here, as we're climbing up this slip and slide here, you can see that it's definitely showing some strength, because every time you have a red day, it's not a lot of sellers stepping in. And then additionally to that, you have a good trending 8 and 20 kind of correlating here. So I like this sign right there, showing that it's strong in the sense that it's not weak. Follow me? So there's a big difference there, where something that can be weak but can still be moving up. So that's an important thing. And I love to see how you guys did pick up on your volume here. I don't know what you guys did for that, but it got it going. And now we're starting to see this thing starting to send here. So it's going to be really interesting. On a top level here, this is something you do need to be paying as a trader. I would sit there and go, okay, come on, bud, don't be a douche. Sorry.
That's what we say to traders all the time.
That's what we say all the time.
Right. Don't be a douche.
Don't be a douche.
Usually it's a different word, but we'll go with that one.
Sorry about that, guys. That was probably inappropriate. not that anything that we've been talking about.
Pedro, what time frame chart do you have up there?
This is the daily chart. So this is
All
really
right.
important to be paying attention to. So guys, so you're going to come into a resistance level here as a trader. When I'm looking at this is 3172 to the 302925. You need to make sure that you have a campaign on your marketing sense that you're going to be able to push for this, because this is going to act as some resistance here. So as this hits, these people who sold off or got stuck and got scared, right? So they're going to want to try to send or sell, right? And so you need to make sure that you're really hitting the side where you can market this or whatever. Start rating, right? Start rating places and letting them know who you guys are, what you guys are doing, because in the same sense, that's going to act as some resistance. But the cool part behind it is this: is as you're having red days, you're not seeing massive sell-offs. People are holding, and so people are taking profit as it's moving up, which means that it's probably, as we start to get, you'll start to get some momentum. If we do some pullbacks here, the pullbacks will be back to the 8-period moving average on the daily and that 20. So it looks good. It looks real good. You have a good chart. You came back real strong from last 2 weeks ago from the sell-off, and now you're pushing up. So it's gonna be real interesting. And you guys did a good bounce off of the zone here from last week. So impressive for that as a crew.
Well, good things to come. Sven, what's the next major thing for the project?
The next major thing. So yeah, we've sort of checked off, as many boxes as we could. Obviously, all the DEX updates and the new website, V2 website's out, the roadmap and white papers out. I'm not sure if anybody's aware, but I think we're the only meme coin that is an official verified artist on Spotify.
Oh, that's so dope.
I was wondering about that. I saw that.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening, pull out your Spotify and search gas station boner pill GINU. And we got about eight tracks on there. So look, we're huge on original art and memes and videos and music and just content. I mean, we're cranking out new content every day. So that's a big part, of I think what any project should do. But yeah, and then we're expanding our marketing. We have some more sort of sponsorships lined up in the coming weeks that I think will help us get the right set of eyes on us. What else? The merch store will be coming out soon.
Love merch.
Yeah. So I can get their gas station boner pill GINU swag. Then we're gonna do kind of some scavenger hunt.
I got to tell you, you need to go to the buyers at Pilot and at Loves and the other major truck stops, and just get those. They have all those lots of stupid T-shirts in there, and they need some quality stuff that the guys will buy. And ladies, lots of lady truck drivers now,
for sure,
and they will buy those things for sure. I just know it.
There's a hilarious thing in a lot of our artwork. There's a gas station. It's called Come and Go. It's actually like
and it's a real gas station.
It's actually a real gas
out.
station, and
I love it.
We were in one of the Twitter spaces, and there's a Solana coin, Come and Go Solana coin. He got on the space. It's like, dude, we gotta fucking hook up.
Dude, absolutely.
Like, oh, sorry for the F-bomb there too.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's you guys. Let
like
me
the movie
real quick.
Major League. It was when they're pouring the Jack Daniels, and says, "You can't say that on the air. Nobody's effing listening anyway."
Man. Yeah. So, but we got lots.
Please hit the like and share button, please.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Please, we need you guys for real.
All right, you guys. We promised you a little airtime here. Thank you for coming to the show today. We really appreciate it. Keep us in touch. Big shout out to your art guy. I love your logo and the art that comes out of it.
One more.
Yes, Pedro.
Sorry. All right. Sorry. I'm like ADD kid over here.
Yeah,
right, talk about a little bit the song. These guys are dope with AI Wolf. I thought that was really interesting in how you guys came out, and shout out to AI Wolf there. I thought that was so cool.
It was pretty. So yeah, AI Wolf accidentally got banned from our TG for I think just posting a link or something. One of our admins got a little trigger happy. Happens to be the admin that does all the music. He literally he handwrites all the lyrics and stuff, and he's got like 16 different engines with different prompts, and running it through and to create like the perfect jam. But yeah, so he crafted up a song just for AI Wolf, an apology song.
That's awesome.
It's wild.
And it is on Spotify, correct? so that
The
they
AI
can.
Wolf one's not uploaded yet. We have 8 tracks on there. It takes a little bit to get them uploaded through the distributor and then actually on Spotify. So it will be up there though. The AI Wolf one will probably be up later this week, I bet. But we have like 8 on there so far, and they're all pretty funny. I highly recommend.
Maybe we'll make one for you guys too.
Yeah.
Dude, I love
All right, Bad Pedro. We got to get going here. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. Pedro, as you guys know, he can go forever.
We do every show that we come on for at least a half hour. So.
Anyway, thanks to the entire GINU crowd here for bombing the chat today and in other days, and that's the reason why you guys are on the show today, because you're kind enough to bring your community. That helps us, and then in turn we help you. Feel free to use any of the video or clips or anything you want from this, however you want. Just give us the credit for it. And we love to help and watch your success.
Awesome, guys.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
All right, have
Later,
a great day.
Pedro.
You guys.
See you guys.
Pedro, what a good group there. I really love it. It's always good when you have a group on that's actually serious about it and taking it. I mean, obviously, we all have fun with just pure degeneral things where it's like, the project's going to be around 3 hours max. Those are fun to get your heart going and then go. But to have people put effort into it to the point where someone writes songs, creates artwork.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of creative on the video editing side and putting stuff together, and that's a lot of work. But I don't have to have words that mean something, and there's no beat that has to make sense to people. I mean, I could make a song. I mean, the first person that listens to it, they're going to jump off a cliff. It's just, they'd be like, what is this horror? Ah!
But they actually sound good, man. I've actually heard some of their songs. It's good. It's good stuff. It's like a bluegrass, and it's actually really good. Like legit.
All right, you guys, I got to dump you from the studio here to free up resources. Have a good day back there. Pedro, let's we still have the KWIF people on here. Let's move into that.
Shout out to KWIF. All right, so let's tell the story a little bit with KWIF, man. So actually, as I'm pulling it up, you go ahead and tell a little bit. Do you remember?
I just know the basic of what I've already talked about here. In that, as we all know, pump.fun is practically the reason why Solana is so popular now. They took over. They eliminated the big problem everyone was having in launching meme coins, and that was the immediate rug pulls, the lack of a big organization behind making sure that the playing field was rather level. And it doesn't solve all the problems. Devs still buy up as many tokens as they can, and as soon as it moves over to Radium, they dump them. That does happen. But there's a lot of investigation into it now, a lot more tools to wallet track, and people do a good job of coming up with projects that they believe aren't just rug pulls. And as a result, pump.fun went from not very big at all to just massive and controlling almost all the volume on Solana. And then everyone
GINU.
else started duplicating.
Huge.
Right. And then then Dex Screener brought Moonshot, and then the Chef is up now. There's a whole bunch of them up now because they're a good idea. And for those of you who don't understand it, what these projects do is they launch the project and then keep everything fair for a certain period of time. And then once you get to a certain dollar amount on pump.fun, it's like $60,000 in US dollars in value. And then they move it over to Radium and give you a full liquidity pool, and then you're off and ready to go. And the devs don't have access to that. So it makes it a lot more fair. And these guys, I don't know if maybe you should tell a story of how the guys found the original contract.
Yeah. So long story short, what happened was Shogun, who is on Twitter, and I'll shout out Shogun's stuff here just because what he does, he really works hard for his people. And so he does a lot. Forgive me real quick. Boom. This is Shogun right here. So what Shogun did is he started going through And he really was, he has a community and they all basically look for meme coins. And so they check out main wallets and they're seeing who's getting into meme coins. And so they follow a bunch of wallets to see where they're getting into. And then from there, what they do then is they'll get into that play that big wallet just went into and kind of help push and pump it. So Shogun is going through, he's doing his work. And all of a sudden he kind of tracks the owner of Pump Fund, and as he's going through, everybody knows that there are a couple meme coins that have claimed to be like the first real coins that were launched on Pump Fund. And as he's going through, he's realizing that wait, there were some test coins that were actually put on, and so this is one of the first test coins that were actually pushed out there, and this is the one where it really got traction and then kind of just sold off, right? And so it was lost in time. Nobody knew it until Shogun went through, and as he started doing his not chart analysis, blockchain analysis, he started realizing like, wow, like that's fire. This is really what it is. So then as he was going through, he started a long short narrative. When other people were trying to basically inch out Pump Fund, you saw them just fail because Pump Fund already has major loyalty and push in the industry. And one thing about crypto is we're pretty loyal in that sense, right? If somebody's really contributing and helping us out, we typically will keep with them, right? In the same sense, so a lot of the other Pump Fund lookalikes basically kind of just imploded on themselves, which is bad, but it's just the truth. But in the same sense, what Shogun said is, look, these guys have been loyal to us. This is one of the first coins here. So he just started pushing that narrative and saying, look, let's see this thing pump. This is legit. This is a real thing. Let's get this going. And so there's a ton of dog with hats, a ton of cat with hats, but kitty with hat,
name it, it's got a hat on it.
Yeah, exactly. But kitty with hat literally was one of those things that there was only one, as what we can sit there and see. That was one of the original ones on Pump Fund. And so that narrative been pushing. There's a lot of, if you guys want to go check out Shogun, he's got a dope, this guy is driving me nuts. The kid next door neighbor is like got this new car, and I'm just like,
we can't hear it, Pedro. It's good news.
All right, good. So if you guys check them out here, they do a live space there. I think it's now been going on 48 hours straight. And it's becoming cult-like very cult-like, actually. Last time I was listening to them, and they're like, good night, Jimmy, good night, Amy, Joe, good night.
Well, that's indicative of a good community, and that's what it takes to really move these things.
Yeah, so it's just real interesting watching what's going on. So let's pull up their chart here and see.
Hold on. While Pedro's doing that, just got the show schedule up here, ladies and gentlemen. Be live this week. 12:15 Monday and Tuesday, not Wednesday. Wednesday we're dark due to other commitments, and we'll be here Thursday. Friday we'll be doing X Spaces where all you viewers get to come back and tell Pedro and I all your horror stories of crypto. And also, if over here we have the Swamp Creatures here now. I don't have it up there. Come on, where is it? Swamp Creatures. Thursday, the Swamp Creatures will be on at, it says 12:15. It's supposed to say 9 a.m. on there. New episode, 9 a.m., all about the story about one of the largest scammers in crypto ever, and a little bit of insight on what's going on in Washington, D.C. About that. If you haven't tuned into the Swamp Creatures, please do so. Chris and Justin do a great job bringing the suit guys to the crypto world.
Absolutely. So shout out here real quick to KWIF. You can see here that we did pull pretty much down into our area here last night. They have some areas of resistance. We have this area of resistance right here. But mind you, this is, even though this is 9 months old, it really started getting its legs pretty much yesterday. So I also have to give I am a holder here, so I am part of the
we are the media. If transparency here, we do own this, but we do own this in a small in an insignificant amount.
Yep.
but we do own it. But nobody paid us to do this.
Yes, and there is no pay. I know that there is an op-ed coming out with them with Bitcoin.com that I did kind of push for because I know some of the people out there, because I just think it's such an interesting story of like the big boner finger to a lot of these other big platforms that are trying to screw over the pump fund.
The small guys. Pedro, what is that? The daily chart here?
Yeah. So this is the daily chart. Yep. So
I don't think that works so well on this project.
No, definitely not. It's definitely
you quiff people out there. I want you to drop a comment or two. Let's get some comments for the screen here.
Absolutely, guys. Laugh out loud. Eduardo Hernandez. You guys gotta give Fauci his flowers. He did the real digging on KWIF. Oh, okay. You mean give? Okay, so it's Fauci. Okay.
Oh, my comment screen died. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, if you just all right, we will. I'll go into the. Is he in the Discord? Let me know. I'll get the details there, because that'll be cool. I'll give him the shout out there. Let me know. Boom. Shout out to Cade Z Gaming. Thanks so much, man. Most def. Appreciate you.
Sorry I wasn't bringing up your comments, ladies and gentlemen. My comment screen died. It works once again, but it was saying that there wasn't an update in a while. Cade Z Gaming.
Yeah.
Cade's Gaming. Thanks for joining us. KWIF hat stays on. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And additionally to that, you guys over at these why am I forgetting it's called? The not Zuckerberg. You guys over at the Mus platform there. Appreciate you guys. You guys are always awesome. Please hit that like, share button there, man. That helps us out so much. It really does when you guys go about and you do hit that like button, share button, shout out, and thank you guys. We're growing over there, so which is nice.
Oh, I brought up my old comment system, which grabs these things, and I think, correct me, Edgardo, but it says you guys got to give Fawcett his flowers. He did the real digging on KWIF. True trench general, doing the hard work. Shout out to the crypto town hall spaces, but also didn't Fawcett sell at the low? Weren't you guys giving him grief about that?
Oh yeah, this is true.
I thought I remembered that.
Yeah, and then like Shogun, those guys are. Oh man, he had to eat dirt. Hopefully he bought in again, man. Stay in, baby. Stay in this time. We'll see what's up. This thing's already starting to catch some wheels again. The last hour we've actually been seeing it push up here. So, we just got to push. You guys got to push through that area here, all right? So get some stuff going. I know that you guys got some op-eds coming and some stuff that's happening, but make sure that we are just.
It says Fawcett was not one. All right, I guess we don't have the story exactly for you. Thank you, Fragile.
Yeah, thank you.
It was Shogun.
Okay. So I forget who the guy was. There was somebody who did sell off, and he wasn't a cool dude.
All right, well, you see a little turnaround. Where are the levels here?
Yeah.
While Pedro's getting his levels out here, let me tell you why we're different than the other channels here. We don't do Head and Shoulders or Bart Simpson or falling wedges and all this type of stuff. While those are all valid technical analysis ways that a lot of people are very successful at doing, I might add. What Pedro does is a little bit better, and what he's teaching me about is just to go out and find where the liquidity is. It eliminates all of the fluff, all of the other confusion and false moves and that type of stuff, and you get a much higher success rate by seeking out where the liquidity is, because wherever the liquidity is where the price goes. It's the general rule. It goes where the money is. The old thing, show me the money, follow the money, however you want to say it. And so what Pedro does is he goes in and looks and tries to in the charts and finds where the orders were in the past. Because where they were in the past, they're likely to be in the future. If we can fully predict the future, we'd all be trillionaires. We know that. But we feel that's a good way, and Pedro's very successful at it in trying to teach our people to do this. It doesn't present for that, if you watch Crypto Life where he does trades, right? Oh, if the wedge is falling, we're going to have a breakout, boom, and he does a trade right on the air. It's harder for us to do that with this. But what Pedro does is he seeks out the levels, tells you where it's going to go. Based on where the liquidity is. So that's why we're doing that. And you might seem a little different, and there's lots more lines, but that's where the orders are, and he's almost always right.
I just really what it is I'm just looking at, and there was a guy that was actually talking yesterday, or actually last night, there, and he was saying how he goes through it. His TA is that he goes through, and I thought that was really interesting. He goes to see where the big orders are at in the actual chain analysis. And then he sits there and sees as prices coming back, going up, then comes back down. He can sit there and watch them as we're getting in and getting out and watching when new buyers are coming from the chain analysis. And I sat there and I said, that's basically what I do, but on the chart. And I thought it was so interesting because I was like, yeah, you could do that. I forgot you can totally do chain analysis on ceiling. And so I actually sat there and I said, I need to learn chain analysis because if I can merge both this and that, it would be, I mean, it's just kind of a no-brainer. So you guys over there, shout out to that Discord, man. You guys rock the mic. I love it, baby. I love it. Get it. Keep getting it. These guys are no joke.
Hey, Pedro, I want to stop you right there for a minute. I want to thank Coach Crypto. Thanks for posting this. I really appreciate it. He says that gentleman
Coach
that I won't.
Crypto, what up, brother? Sorry.
Hold on. Let me finish this. Important.
Yeah.
It's not that person we mentioned a minute ago is not part of our team and never was. He was kicked from our community because he was scamming members. So we want to make sure that we're clear that I put up someone's comment earlier about it. Thank you for Coach Crypto for telling us that.
Thank you.
And in the future edit of this, I will go and cut that part out.
Yeah, we absolutely will. Sorry about
Thanks
that.
a lot, guys. I appreciate that. We don't know everything. We follow so many projects. Coach Crypto, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Coach Crypto is one of the main guys over there. He's a solid guy. Love the guy. Everything he stands for. Or I'll say everything stands for, but just how he's running that community is legit, and I respect the way they are running it, how they're running it, and what they're doing. So respects to him. Boom. Thank you again. Now, one thing I do like about this is that we're seeing volume come in. Now, we do have a crossover on your 4 hour, or excuse me, on your 1 hour, but on our 4 hour, guys, what I'm looking at is the fact is if we can close above that 8 period moving average right here with more volume, we got to have more volume from the previous 4 hours. And granted, that was night volume, but apart from that, the only resistance that we have is the peak. So the peak is up here. So it's one of those things that I'm looking at to sit there and say, if we're gonna tap it, we need to tap it and make sure we come in with real volume. And so that means we need to shill, or you guys need to push this out and get it going. So I'm around this level here, but we've got to close above that 8 period. And then in addition to that 8 and 20 crossover, and that's a negative crossover, we need to sit there and see this close up in this level of 4307, 4300. If we can close, that would be 004300. And if we can sit there and see that, we see money come into this. We'll probably see it first kind of do a little bit of a sell-off first, come down first, and push up. And this trades well because, well, one, there's real traders here, but also more importantly, and this is the part that we're looking at, as this thing is coming in, you're seeing that volume is stepping up again. I always show this, right? Like volume's important because that means there's conviction there in this level. So you can see how we're starting to see volume step in from this, from the night session going into the day session here. So as I always say, the American sessions, because the America's up and moving, and as well as London's kind of starting to go to bed. Their days off. They're kind of putting the kids away and cooking dinner. So they'll typically go to bed, in a few hours. And a lot of times people will come in and start to buy, and then and then you start to see things pump. Anyhow, so that's in a nutshell. Yep. Okay. So that's in a nutshell. I like KWIF. Like I said, we own it, but more importantly, I love the crazy community there. It's legit.
I love the story. Because there's so many meme coins out there. If one has a slight advantage over another, they get the money. And this one, just having the story of actually being the first one dropped out there by the Pump.Fund founders, or whatever the actual story is, that's the hook. Yeah. That's the hook people need. Absolutely. And that's why it sat there and languished for so long. And then all of a sudden, and I this is one I wish I would have put liquidity in early onto that, and then earned all the fees for that as the volume came in, because that volume on that was rocketing these past 36 hours or so. I guess 48 hours. That's how long their
Yep.
stream has been going now.
Shout, dude, 48 hours, legit. Like seeing these guys. I was talking with Vibes, and she's told me she's been on much longer ones, but this has so much passion in it that she was just saying it's fun the way people are communicating, talking, and it's very cultish, which is what you want when we're talking meme coins. Okay. Like if you ain't cultish, right? If people aren't willing to tattoo their child with the name of the actual meme coin, I wouldn't call it a meme coin. I just don't know, right? No, just joking. Leave your babies alone. Leave your babies alone, okay? Okay. If you're gonna get it on you. All right.
I have a friend. His name is Ryan. Lives in Perth, Australia, and he got some projects. He's a heavily tattooed gentleman, face, neck thing. And he got 2 big tattoos on the back of his hands of projects that he was making serious bank in. And one of them rug pulled.
Oh, shut
well into it. Into it. It was a crazy rug pull. The dev was even doxxed and still rug pulled. And the second one flamed out after a botched migration and lost its mojo and stuff. And so he had these two things on him. So our very loyal viewer, Crypto Mike, who just recently got a NASCAR number tattoo on it for his favorite driver. Things change, ladies and gentlemen. Things change. Crypto Coach, he might be
I'm
not
actually
live.
I'm actually going to tell him, Coach, hit the speed up button and catch up, brother. Boom.
The live button, yeah.
Yeah.
He might be behind a little bit.
Yeah, I want him to catch what we were just saying about how we apologize and how we correct.
Well, he might skip it now that he catches up.
Well, I just told him to hit the speed up, not the live. So you can go into the speed.
So, Coach, if you were behind and missed our retraction of that talk about that person, let you know we'll edit it out.
Absolutely, we definitely will.
The final cut of this thing.
Absolutely. Also, shout out to Jay Crypto. Good to have you. Also, guys, please hit that like, that share button, because what we talk about is real. It's going to be one of those things that we always kind of get suppressed by YouTube. And so it helps us when you guys do what you guys do. And that is basically hit that like, share button, and just get the communities behind us to help us out, because we got a lot of stuff going on. All right, guys. So real quick question on this. All right. So I want to kind of jump back to, I'm not Shogun. Shogun, that's funny. Come on. Boom. Here we go. BTC. BTC. Now, again, if we can, we all know that if BTC...
hold on a sec, Pedro. Everybody, thank you for joining us for Meme Coin Monday. If you have another meme coin to bring to our attention, bring your community up and raid the chats, and we'll be happy to look at your project. We do this every Monday from 12:15 to 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
And so you figure out your own time zone. But if you'd like, bring your community, engage us, raid us, and we'll talk about your meme coin.
Always and forever, each moment. Anyways, okay. So, all right. So I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin here real quick. So I talked about that we need to find support above that 8. We're coming in, we're testing it, and I forgot to switch this to a flip zone here. Flip zone. Flip zone. Also, Coach, since you're now already at the current live, just want to let you know we're going to edit out. Actually, Tom, go ahead and do that as I kind of do this. Let him know.
He probably caught it. But what I was going to say is where we mentioned that the scammer you're talking about, I'll just edit that out of the YouTube broadcast for the future.
Yeah.
I have that power. Although I got to tell you, YouTube does not make it easy. You got to wait 24 hours before you can edit it.
Yeah, great school.
Interface is bonky when you have a long 2-hour-long video.
All right, guys. So let's jump in here real quick with BTC. So we're finding BTC starting to actually come in with some buyers here. So if we close above this and end green today, okay, then I'm expecting this baby to pick up. And we should pick up some steam and potentially push through. Like I said, a lot of this has to do with Trump's popularity and what's going to happen with crypto if he gets in office. And so if we start to see a real support level here, right, this potentially could become the bottom for the next bull run, right, where we could come back, tap this, and then boom, push up. So we've had almost 9 months of consolidation. So this is where it's going to be real cool. And just to throw it out for many of our memers out there, memers, what up? That's funny, memers. Look, the fact is that if we do start to see this thing push up, we'll also see many meme coins, because as the tide pushes up, right, it raises all boats. So you should see some big pumping at those levels there. So we'll see what's up. So if we see Bitcoin find support at this level here, right, then we should see it. The key is that this thing has got to find support with real volume with this. We do have a crossover, like I talked about earlier, at the 8-period moving average. It's got to push through that cross as we move forward here. So that's in a nutshell. All right, let's jump back to memes. We've had quite a few memes that we've been looking at for a while. So let's go over those here real quick. Let's check out Shiba Inu, Shib Army, Shibaroo. Shibs. All right, guys. So when it comes down to Shibaroo, I'm sorry. I'm just verbally just talking here. All right, so let's check out SHIB here. SHIB is definitely retesting their high again here. We talked about this. Again, I thought we were going to come back down. Huh? Not the high, but the resistant level that we've talked about here. Excuse me. Yeah. SHIB is coming and it's testing this, and we're seeing it starting to hold. So you can see here, we're seeing a lot of buyer wicks at these levels. Super dope. And the reason why this is dope is because of this. As it's coming down, I thought we were going to see the sell-off. We saw the volume coming in from here as we were selling off, and we saw the volume, the sell-off volume, really start to come in and kind of just starting to take over the narrative in the actual in SHIB. But look at what, I don't know what SHIB is doing, but look at this. We're seeing the volume overstep the sell volume. Okay, so which means that there are a lot of buyers, a lot of whales coming in and buying SHIB and keeping and holding this. So this potentially, and I'm saying that we could consolidate here. This could be a consolidation area until we start to maybe potentially see a juggernaut of a move potentially within. And I'm going to put it right up here. So this consolidation period, I'll maybe move this maybe right here. Boom. This potentially could be moving, but I like this area for a consolidation period for SHIB and potentially see this thing continue up here. So if they can find support at these levels and play off of that 8-period moving average on the weekly and on the monthly, really kind of push through that 8-period moving average, we're going to see this thing push up. We'll come consolidate maybe for another week or two and potentially see this thing really pick up and find some legs or wings and take off here. As you guys all know, I always say I do own SHIB. SHIB is one of my guys I look at, as well as Doge, grandfather, next to great grandfather. All right, that was dope, dude. All right, here we go now. Okay, so Doge is actually starting to find some support on that 8-period moving average, and we're seeing it. We've flew through our zone here, which is nice, which is what we want to see in a coin that's going to continue. Came in, tapped, didn't even really tap it, just came in, just sold off on it. So you can see, took the supply here, came back down, put in a higher low here, and I was a bit bullish here last week because I said we're seeing real volume coming into Doge here, and the fact is that talk about it a little again because somebody asked him, what are your plans with Doge when he was doing his Pennsylvania. He goes, what was it? He goes, we're gonna need a coin, we're gonna need a monetary system, and you even talked about it last week. I did.
I mentioned it before Elon did.
Yes, you did. Are we reading the crystal balls here? No, we just smart. We can read it. We can understand it. Let's go. Okay. So, in the same sense, let's go ahead and we need to restructure this, because the truth is this is most likely going to see a nice little pullback here, just a little bit. That pullback will be an area for us to get in again. As you all know, I've been buying it here as well. So these are one of the things that I'm definitely looking at as Doge here. Many of us meme coiners out there. Boom. Here we go. This would be an area of support that we could sit there and see come in, as well as let's go ahead and put this down here. Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
Welcome, Tim Fountain, to the show. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. You missed a good show. We had some good projects on here. We had the gas station boner pill in you, and the people from KWIF. KWIF? Yeah. KWIF? No, not KWIF. KWIF.
KWIF.
Cat with hat on. Good stuff. Maybe when you get home, go back and watch it and put it up on the big TV and enjoy all the glory of our wonderful show.
I was just being silly, dude. But
it works.
It does. Honestly, I really enjoy it. We have fun, and more important, I think what sets it apart, I think, from any other show is that we talk about real things that are going to be happening in the market, things that potentially could be moving the market, and it's a good thing. Samuel, what's up? ¿Qué pasa, señor? Much respect to Coach, and Swift is where it's at. Shout out to also Coach. Coach is a legit dude. Appreciate him. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and go through here real quick. Let's look at this. Now, we pushed through this with good volume. Really good volume in comparative to what we've had for buyer volume. We haven't seen something like this since July and late like May and June. So this is good that we're kind of seeing this good volume here. And the reality is that we're wondering, what are the capacities? Are we going to see Elon move with Doge here? And I think he's definitely going to try to do some with it. I've heard a few people talk about it now, and they've brought up some good thoughts of just the fact is that if we get there, and speaking, this is what Tom said, it's already established. He's already a major holder here, and in additionally to that, he can sit there and he can monopolize on certain things. So if he does this in the next 10 to 15 years, really establish a colony on Mars, which is kind of crazy.
Crazy is right.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of blows me away. He's going to need something, and I think very much these levels here will be definitely used. And what's interesting is his interaction with using it, buying and selling it, and doing it is still going to be on the blockchain, because the blockchain's immutable, and you can transfer here to Earth at lightning quick speed. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this all interacts. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that progresses there. So we're going to sit there and move this. And so our next push that I'm expecting to see is to come up to that 22-cent mark area. If we consolidate right here at this level here, you can see how the sellers are definitely not aren't as strong. So I'm expecting to see Doge really kind of either stay here and wait for that 8 and then push up, and or maybe pull back a little into the areas here, that 12-cent, 10-cent area-ish, or 11-cent area-ish, and potentially see it continue up into that 22, 21 area. The fact that Elon did give a decent explanation what he wants to do, this is why I'm much more bullish, and my sentiment on Doge has definitely switched because of just his statements that what he said he wants to do here. So yeah, Doge to the moon. Anyways, so all right, here we go. Next,
Doge.
Anyways, okay. All right, let's focus here. Now, AVAX. I want to throw out AVAX. I'm still very much bullish on AVAX. Again, I do own AVAX, but it's one of those things that I'm definitely digging off of it. AVAX is definitely getting a lot of play because of all the games that are now being established, and these are actually real games now.
Well, it's not a meme coin. It's a real one.
Yeah. No, it's not. I want to bring this up because there are a lot of meme coins that are on AVAX that are actually starting to get pushed out, especially meme coins.
Nice bridge. That was good.
Well, I was trying to get there until you ref on me, brother.
Right.
Dang, bro, let me get there. So the fact is that we're starting to see a lot of meme coins being placed on AVAX as well as Tron. Tron is another one that is doing a lot of meme coin, and so I'm expecting to see some of these really take off, and sooner or later, we'll probably see some of these in the top 50, top 20 meme coins within the top 20 overall within within crypto. That was really hard for me to sit there and say. Wow. So I mean, that's why I'm looking to start to look at and take part in what we're seeing with a lot of these. So AVAX, I'm definitely looking to see AVAX kind of come down. If it does, down into that 26, 24 area here. I do like it personally from my own bank here or from my own portfolio, and this is the area that I'm really looking, if it does come back down to, is what I'm looking to see about this level here. And come on, buddy, you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it. Hey, here we go. All right, yay, boom, there we are. Actually, we're gonna play this right here. We should be able to sit there and play this right here. All right, around this area that I'm looking, around that 25, 23-ish, 24-ish area. This is consolidating, and I almost getting ready for a liftoff here if this thing does get some wings here. So really nice to sit there and see what's happening. Okay, let's check out Tron, because again, like I talked about, there's a lot of coins that are meme coins that are starting to get on Tron as well. So from a meme coin standage, I would expect us to see us maybe pull back into our demand area here and kind of consolidate. We've talked about this consolidation period here now between this $4.57 area to the $7.68 area. It's real important to be paying attention to this, because if this thing starts to take off and meme coins again start to get some wings on Tron, we could see this thing start to really push through. So I'm definitely in here looking to buy Tron in relationship to, as we keep tapping into these lower levels. Just throwing that out so that you can really take part in the meme coin edge, so you can be a part of those communities. All righty. So is there anything else that you guys want me to talk about? Because I'm about to go into looking handsome today, boys. Why, thank you, Mr. Weibo. Appreciate it. Same thing with Tom, right? Tommy boy here. Tommy is looking good himself. Shout out to AI Wolf as well as Tim Fuentes. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Pamela Lewis, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming back and joining the show after, I would say, a year or so of not seeing us, unless you've been sneaky in there watching us without commenting.
Absolutely.
And she's promoting, we were talking about boner in you. She's promoting what? Cock in you.
Cock,
of course, ladies and gentlemen.
Cock
for the algorithm, that's COQ.
COQ.
Q. I'm still having trouble with my comment system here, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry if I missed some of your wonderful comments.
It is all good. Hey, throw us out in the crypto area in our Rumble feed over here. See if we can get some people over here. You know what I'm talking about, on X. Boom. So we get some viewage here. All right, guys. So as we move forward here, if you guys don't have anything else, I'm going to go into some other ones here as well. So let's check out. We're going to check out Brett here, as well as a few of the other ones here. Let me know. Oh, Q.
Ah, that's it. I'm getting a memory warning. That's why my thing keeps crashing. Just close a few things down here, ladies and gentlemen.
Closes. We are closes. We are closing it. All right, guys. So our trade here coming off of Brett. We did come see that sell off here, come down. Real interesting. We found a lot of support here in the supply area for Brett, as you guys can sit there and see here. I would, now this is always, like I said, this area is a little tricky. She's tricky. Oh, she's tricky.
She's tricky. That went through my head too.
All right, here we go. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, wow, my voice, I think I'm going through puberty again. It's totally cracked there.
Like Michael Brady.
Oh, yeah.
No, Peter Brady, the middle one.
Brady, yeah. Or actually, speaking of Brady,
Time
when they
to
saw the
change.
let's go. I don't know if you heard. Did you watch the roast that happened with Tom Brady? There was this point where he totally his voice cracked, and dude, he handled it so
Why he
well.
put himself through that?
It was epic. I have so much respect for him now. Like the fact that he sat down,
Poor
got
guy
his
got the
face
shit beat out
kicked
of him.
in. Dude, verbally was amazing. And he handled it so well. I sat there and I was just like, dang. Oh, dude, when Jeff Ross started just ripping on him, dude, and then everybody started ripping on him, and he just unleashed it all. I just thought it was so funny just watching just the whole entire thing. Anyhow, so let's talk about me breaking my voice over here off of Brett. So Brett right here is definitely moving up. I'm definitely looking at it and seeing it. I would like to see it sell off again because I want to pick up some more Brett here. That's my own thoughts, and we're gonna go ahead and remove this right here real quick. If we could see it pull back into this 9-cent, 8-cent ish area, I would love it. The fact that we don't have a demand wick right here, I would expect to see it either here and or here. So we're gonna sit there and play this area here. Here we are. Boom, boom. All right, so this 8-ish, 9-ish area, expect Brett, if it does start to see some selling coming, which I do expect to see, because again, we didn't make this all-time high. Remember we talked about how when the market comes up and it's tap, tap, tap a root right just above the previous local high here, typically that's a bearish sign. So that's why I'm saying, expect to see at least pull back to that 9 or 98 or 98.16 area ish to see if we can pick up some more buyers before maybe puts in the next leg up. Where is this thing potentially going to go? Honestly, the next part here would be this level here.
Welcome to our Rumble viewers. Thanks for joining us. There's a couple of you over there watching. Drop some comments if you'd like. We bring them up on the screen, talk about them.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. And also, of course, shout out to all of our ex-viewers today. We're not on LinkedIn today, Pedro, but Twitch and Kick are there. We've had a few viewers on Twitch.
Nice. Did we get to our friend?
Kick has brought us nothing. Sorry.
It's all right. Well, we did pick up 2 new viewers last week, which was pretty awesome. Shout out to those guys. I forget who they were, but they were pretty awesome.
It's like McNuggets and J-Fresh or something.
I wish we could get a McLovin, McFurgle. Yeah, McLovin or Fergal, whatever his name is. On what movie was that now? Dang it, I forget it. Whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward here. We need one of those McLovin. Somebody to post. I want it to be natural, like a total actual real McLovin that pops in here, and we're like, yes, we got a McLovin. Right. So. All right, guys, so this is where I'm expecting for Brett. And then let's check out, Cake. That was the other one I wanted to bring up. That was the other one. I'm glad I saw that there again. So Cake has found some decent support. We've put in, and we're talking a blast from the past here. Boom.
You mean pancake cake?
Yes. Yeah.
I never understood why that one didn't go to $400. I mean, no, I was just booming. Yeah. It got up to $4 or something, and it still had another full year of massive volume on BNB, and it just died.
Yep. The reason why I'm bringing them up is, again, they still got followers. They still got cult-like people who buy them, who are 100% for them. There's just a lot of stuff with these guys. So it's still kind of consolidating, but we did see a little bit of a pump here and from September to October, and did put in a decent amount of volume coming in, which was about right here. Now, granted, people are just selling it off right here, but the reality is this right here was a good volume spike. All right, we have lower low here, and then we had a lower high. This one peaks above it, and then this one right here holds at this level here. And so to me, I sat there and I was just like, that is impressive, because the reality is it's consolidating now here. And so for me, seeing that consolidation when it should have sold off here is impressive. And that's this level right here that I have in our demand area here. And so this is something that I'm definitely looking at. It's definitely on my radar. And like I said, as we see it sell off here, I'm picking up some of the cake here just simply because I think potentially this thing, again, because like it had real cult-like following. This thing got up. Its peak was $47.
$47. That's close. 10x off.
Yeah, I mean, still it doesn't matter. The fact is that it got up to $47 is impressive. I mean, that right there. And these people who got in, the holders here, right? These holders here were at 90 cents, 80 cents. I think it got down to, I think it was originally like 4 cents or something like that. Let me see. Let me pull it up here real quick. Good old cakey poo. Welcome, everyone. Absolutely. We'll go over KWIF in a second. Boom. So yeah, 19, 18 cents. So me looking at this, man, I think it still has a ton of room to run up. And if this thing, again, takes flight again, dude, there are plenty of people's bags that are filled with this that potentially you could see him to start to get right back into cake mania. So we all like cake
mania, ladies and gentlemen.
Mania. So it's one of those things I'm looking at. Now let's check out our good old friend KWIF here. QQ. All right, guys, send us the contract because you know there are millions of those of KWIF. So there's no way that it's going to not have something over there. That's definitely a rug pull.
Welcome everyone to the show. Thanks for making our Monday a great show. We are coming to the end of the show here, Pedro. If someone gets us another one to look there, we'll bring it up. But in the meantime, we'll head on out, as they say, towards the end of the show. But what a great show today, Pedro.
Yeah,
we had good guests on. That was their first doxing. They've doxed their voice a lot, but never their face. I think they've had some pictures in their community, but first time on, and the core group knows each other anyway. But I like it when people come and see our show. It's a real show, and enjoy that. We're not the Yo Bro boys.
Absolutely.
Even we're a tie today. Obviously that was because I had an earlier engagement, and Mrs. Striking said, "Oh, just wear it. They'll enjoy it." And sure enough, we got some great comments about it.
Absolutely.
But we had a good show. The good guys came on from gas station boner pill in you.
Yes, dude. Like that was those guys, and I love like what they were basically just talking about, dude. I think that is so cool. I also forgot Ethereum.
Jesus says I'm going to court. Hey, they got a warrant out for me. I got to go take care of it, man.
I gotta go.
J Crypto, thanks for bringing your whole community in today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man.
That's what this is all about, and that's the way we make all of crypto better, is bringing on good people.
Absolutely.
Giving them some airtime, and you give us viewers.
Well, and also I really love getting to know people. Like legit. If you ever meet me, I'm a nice guy. I like to get to know people, and like one of the first things I try to do is I do like try to connect with people, and like from a professional level, it always seems a little almost upfront because most people are just about business and stuff like that. But look, I don't want to do business with you if I don't like you. That's it for me. Like if I don't like you, if I wouldn't want to catch a beer with you and BS with you, I don't want to do business with you. So I love the fact that when we bring our people here and we connect with them, that's to me is one of my, I just absolutely love it, and shout out to J Crypto as well as the new communities that we've brought in. I look forward to get to know you guys and learn about you guys, and it's going to be fun. So really looking forward to it. We know a few of our guys just had babies, which is cool. A couple of our people went through the Florida hurricanes, and so we just we pray for them, and we send good thoughts to them, and we're kind of there for them. So shout out to those guys who are still struggling and dealing with the cleanup of all that stuff. My hearts are with
Alpha
you.
Wolf says, because of Pedro, he's the reason I branch out in his philosophy over the power of people.
Yes.
Thank you, Walter. Really appreciate it. J Crypto says, Pedro, you got a vibe. Well, of course, this good-looking guy with all this Sasquatch hair over here. I'm trying. Trying it.
Oh, y'all killing
It's getting
me.
longer. Although it's getting longer because of Halloween. I'm letting it go for Halloween.
There you go, baby. Shoot.
It's going to an 80s party, and I'm going to season 3 Sonny Crockett from Miami Vice. And season 3 from Miami Vice back in the 80s.
awesome,
Don Johnson had longer hair. So the missus is going to tease it a little bit. God, I got a white jacket, I got white pants, I got white shoes, got a light blue t-shirt.
Hair, dude. You would look great with long hair.
Yeah, I know it's tame today because I tamed it for the real business thing earlier.
Yeah.
Jay Crypto says, "Love you too, Tom. Didn't want to leave me out." And Miami Vice, not the stupid movie. I hated the movie, but the original
movie
80s show.
Suck, dude.
Yeah, what about well, I was trying to get Mrs. Striking to go as Gina, if you recall Gina, the lady female detective,
Jerry,
and
what's up?
Crockett's sometimes a love partner.
Love.
Jerry Molinari, yes. What about Tubbs? Tubbs was great. He was a great Crockett. In fact, I introduced my daughter to Miami Vice, and she quickly picked out that whenever Tubbs had a love scene, they'd start playing this music. Do 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 do. And so now we joke about anytime we're watching any movie or TV show where a guy and a girl are about to kiss.
Say hi to each other.
Yeah, my daughter will go, "Hey, Dad." Do 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 do. It was always the Tubbs. Kind of an awkward thing with your dad and your daughter, but she's an adult now, so it's fine. Sue says when he goes to court, he looks like a waiter. I was like, hey, you gotta get the little polo guy here.
That's funny.
All right, everybody, let's get
one last one here. One last one here, but we're gonna go over Ethereum here. So.
Oh, you are? You're going to pull it? All right, hold on. Let me pull back we're doing the outro music. Let's pull that back. Let's hit Ethereum.
Ethereum here. So
almost faded you guys on that one.
Yeah, man. Look, starting to see a bit of a sell-off here. This was really interesting here. It did come down to these lows here, but it's coming back and testing up. So you guys got to get some stuff going on this, whether that's through the fact that you're such a low market cap here, right? You guys really climbed. You guys pushed it pretty hard. Your liquidity is still at 31,000. Your market cap is at 144,000. So you're still at that sweet spot here. You need to kind of see if we can get some steadiness here at these levels here.
It looks like it bounced out right where it's bouncing right now, Pedro. It looks like somewhere you would have drawn a line anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly. So that would have been around this area here. This would be, again, a reverse area here.
Thanks for joining us. Extreme Car Care. It's probably already having a pint or two over there in, where was it? Where were we at? Manchester?
Yeah, that's where he's at. Yep.
I got drunk a couple of times in Manchester.
Big bag sells. So you guys are waiting for those guys to sell off. Hey, man. Yeah, if this thing sells off even lower, then, man. Okay, I see that. Smart. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so it makes sense. That makes sense why you guys are kind of waiting there. SFC auto sales here. What's up?
Sucker free city auto sales here.
Here we go. Not the point. Yep. All right. So smart. Okay, Alpha. That sounds good.
No, I got you. Extreme Car Care. We had a lot of car guys on today. I'm a car guy. Got Jesus. Is on all the way from San Francisco. The earlier we had on the gas station boner pill in you guys. They're all car guys. Great car culture. Extreme Car Care. If you didn't see those guys, weren't here for them. Go back in it and find the GINU crew.
GINU crew.
Manchester.
Shout out. What? Say what? Anyways.
So the question is, you got to ask everyone from Manchester this. City or United? What's it going to be? Blue or red? Light blue or red? What's it going to be?
Red, baby. Red.
Extreme Car Care. Check out my air fresheners for sale. Hey, everyone needs a good pine tree or Christmas tree in it that smells good for about an hour.
And then it gets like that raw, like you're like, ooh, it's starting to go sour.
Some nice chemicals trapped in your car so that you get cancer 10 years down the road.
That's pretty much
nice.
it. That's exactly what it is. You know what I started doing? I actually take rosemary. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Anyways, so as the outro music is going on here, I used to take rosemary with some ginger, right, and put it in that little like where I have my cups, and I would put my water, like whatever I'm drinking, right, and so it would be a nice little refreshing smell, because it would drip into it and stuff like that because of the water. I tell you, man, that was probably my best smelling, dope smelling like hacks I ever did in my car, especially when summer comes. Anyhow, so ginger and rosemary smells amazing. Oh, a little bit of a little bit of cinnamon too. Every time I left, I was hungry.
Oh, you guys.
All right, enough with the crazy here. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate you. We had a great show. Please don't sing that again, Pedro.
Stick to charts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna finalize this show because today is a special day, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that? It's because it's this great guy's birthday here today, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro Garcia in his mid-40s. Happy birthday to Pedro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pedro. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, to all you guys out there. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Give you guys some good alpha where I think the market's going to be going, and see if we can take part of this and make some alpha here. And thank you to the new community out there with not Ghost. Why am I forgetting the guy's name, bro? Shoot. If I can pull him up. Coach Crypto.
Oops, that was the wrong button.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Crypto. Thanks for coming in again, man. Thank you for posting this in the community. Really appreciate that as well. That was dope. Thank you so much for that. Also want to say thank you to a couple of the other guys that are coming in as well. Kitty with Hat. Thank you so much for you guys too as well. Appreciate that. Hopefully the opt-ed with Bitcoin.com really pushes this and gets it going as well. So we'll see what happens there. Again, this is
going wild for you, Pedro.
What's up? Thank you guys. Appreciate the love there. Appreciate the love. Listen, we're gonna leave here with me singing Ave Maria.
Oh God! Oh, we just got banned. Oh man, that's so bad. My studio monitor just died and jumped out of my ear and ran into the toilet. That's not saying that I'm a critic because I'm good at it. My singing came from my mom, and she's well known to be terrible.
Affinion blockchain, what's up? All right, we need to get you guys to come out here. That's love. Appreciate that.
Stream Car Care, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the outro at 9.99 euros. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Thanks, as we always say, all the donations go to making the show a better show, to bring you guys better education, better entertainment, and frankly, to make me wear a tie now. Now I feel special.
Tomorrow, we're going to be going over the top 10 real quick. I'm going to let you guys know where I see the market is going. Also, we're going to be going over some news stuff. Typically, Mondays are just all about meme coin, but we're going to go over some news stuff again that's happening in the market. And I want to go over some AI projects because a lot of the news that's happening in crypto. And I was listening to Shogun, and he actually brought up a really good narrative that's something to be paying attention to as well. So it's one of those things I also want to talk about as well. And that's it in a nutshell.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, my name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking, here in the digital media world. So glad to have hosted another great episode of this wonderful show, DYOR Live, here on the DYOR Media Network. Spread the word, everyone. Let us know. We'll be here all week. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow.